I'm gonna do something on these A-arms that probably is not the best idea, and I'm just gonna send it. If it breaks, then I'll design a new A-arm. Bear with me now, this is gonna look crazy. It is finally time to start bolting up the entire rear end. We have the tabs welded in for the actual rear spool itself. The rear spool is ready to go in. We have a full bag of hardware. It is officially time to figure out these rear A-arms. Now, these are A-arms that come with the VF plan. I believe they come with the VF1 and the VF2 plans. There's optional trailing arms or A-arms that KJ has designed for these carts. It's in the KJ Racing plans that you can get on his website. He recommended, I think it's an inch or inch and a quarter for the tubing for the rear A-arms. I went with 1.5 inches. I wanted to go super thick. We're gonna have a big motor on this thing. We had to get these giant weld-in bungs. These will work with heim joints that I have. They should just slip right in, just like that. We'll weld these nice and strong, and then the heim joint will be able to go right in. I did test mount the rear spool. These two rear uprights are too far out. Would need to sit like right about there. These are in a really good spot. I put the spool on and I mocked up where the axle is gonna go. So this is how the axle bolts up. It's just 2 bolts holding it in right now. This is just kind of holding the rear CV axle with one of the hubs on. And this just slides right on. And all I'm doing is trying to measure out the A-arms. As you can see, are quite a bit too long. We still have to account for a heim joint. That's how we're gonna join these to the body. This will give you a bunch of adjustability when it comes to tuning your suspension. And as you can see, we now have pretty much a finished A-arm. This one actually, I think I cut it a little too close to the bend. It's fine, there's a good bit down there, and I'm just gonna fill this with weld. It shouldn't cause any problems, I'm not worried about it. As long as it has a good weld on it, it'll hold. So we're gonna go ahead and do the other sets, weld them all up. This thing's getting closer and closer to be able to be mocked up. So now what we want to do here is make attachment points for our A-arms. The best way to do this is the same way that KJ does it in his video, and I'm going to do it here too. You do 6 inches in between bolt holes because you want the heim joints to be about 6 inches apart. I want at least 1 inch of spacing. That way when I drill my 3/4, we're not going to go way too over. So we're going to mark the inch spot. We're going to go 1 inch over, so 6 inches from the 1 inch. We just lay this on top and we make duplicates. Now that we have everything marked, time to do a whole lot of cutting and drilling. A whole lot. So looking at this, I think I just ran into a slight issue. The bolts that I bought are just a bit too long. So we're gonna have to run to the store. We are gonna try 3/4 by 3/4 is what I had. Oh my God, it just barely fits. That is perfect. So I actually got a little worried there for a second. I thought the upper A-arms weren't gonna fit. Now the difference between the Miata hub and the Outlaw hubs that these A-arms are designed for is this like offset. So the offset between the upper and the upper sticks far more left than the lower. So I essentially have to like flip and modify the upper A-arms, which isn't too much of a problem, except because of the upsize that I did, I have to get real creative. I thought about designing my own A-arm out of 1.25 inches, but because of the heim joints that I bought, I'd have to like neck up to be able to sleeve the heim joints in, and I just don't like that. So what I'm gonna have to do is actually cut this out. These heim joints, the 1.5 inch, 3/4 heim joints that I needed for the 1.5 inch A-arms are just massive. They're huge. And to get them to fit, the bend would usually get in the way. I'm gonna do something on these A-arms that probably is not the best idea, and it's most likely gonna create a weak point. I'm just gonna send it. If it breaks, then I'll design a new A-arm. Bear with me now, this is gonna look crazy. This is basically what we're gonna do. I had to cut essentially a notch. I'm gonna fill this gap, weld it, I'm gonna weld here all the way around and the same thing on the other side. Then I'm gonna sleeve over another piece of 1.5 inches and weld that on as well. Hopefully that'll be strong enough. If I hit something happens and it breaks, then I know this idea is just complete crap and it needs to be replaced. That's kind of like what this is all about, figuring out what works. That's the fun part of everything. I just got done using the grinder on it. It looks decent. It's not great. It's gonna look a little bulgy because I had to sleeve it basically, but this should hold. We're just gonna send it. We're about this close to getting the rear suspension done. These will weld straight to the chassis and it'll go through like that. This is not going to be final assembly. This is just to get everything tacked on. That way we can take it off, modify it if need be, just to kind of get everything in place. Pretty much got everything in the spot it needs to be. So we're gonna go ahead and weld this back part. We're just gonna tack it on for now, just so we know that that won't move. Then we can start getting everything tacked in place. The tabs are all tacked up. This came out great. Tacked this on, bolted everything up. Got amazing travel, movement. I was thinking about welding the tabs to connect the A-arms to the actual hub. I think I'm gonna wait to do that till I have the actual wheels and tires, because once I do that, then I can actually set the ride height and then weld the tabs where they need to be with it on the ground. So we're gonna go ahead and get this other side done, and then the rear A-arms will be complete. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The A-arms are attached. That is another huge step done on this cross kart journey. Sorry this video took so long to post because it's been a hot minute since I posted, but I've been grinding out here, trying to balance work and working on this project. Next up is the front A-arms. The front A-arms are gonna be fun because they use a pinch bolt ball joint and the Miata uses a castle nut. So I gotta figure out how to get a pinch bolt to work with a Miata spindle. So that'll be rather interesting. We gotta order some wheels and tires. But if you guys enjoyed the video of me struggling to get these rear A-arms on, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. If you wanna see how I built this rear spool, I'll leave a link to that video right now. Go check it out if you haven't. But other than that, guys, I will catch you in the next video.